nephews, and any swing dancers who might be watching. This is your Uncle Bobby. I mean, if you're a swing dancer, I might not be your Uncle Bobby, but that's not important. What is important is that this might appear like it's an ocean, but in reality, it's a lake. I mean, it's a big lake. In fact, some would even say it's a great lake. And that's what we're here for. We're here in Chicago, the Windy City. Chicago! Our first stop is Navy Pier, where we take a pirate's tour of the harbor. There we get to take part in sailing the tall ship Windy, we get to see the beautiful skyline of Chicago, and we even get told stories by a pirate who answers to both Redbeard and Carl.
It's like steamboat. The first steam-powered ship was in 1818, and the first steel-hulled ship was in 1849. I'm like, huh. I mean, people were just like, oh, iron can't float. That's no. What did the pirate get on his high school report card?
What?
High seas. Why couldn't the pirate go to the movie without his parents? Because it was rated R. Yes, I know that one. So there's a pirate who walks into a bar and he's got a hook for a hand and he's got a peg leg and he also has and a patch on his eye. Right, naturally, a patch on his eye. So he's got a hook for a hand, he's got the leg, and as he walks to the bar, he orders a drink, and the bartender says, "Oh, I bet you got some good stories about those, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, totally have really good stories. Like the leg, that was off the coast of Tortuga. All right, there's a big battle, and then we got my leg shot off by a cannonball, and there's blood everywhere. It was nuts." The bartender's like, "Wow, that's a really great story, man. That's really cool. How'd you lose the hand?" He's like, "Oh, I was a sword fighter. I was fighting Blackbeard himself. And he let me live, but he gave me this hook as a reminder that he's a better swordsman than me." I said, "Oh, that's a really cool story. You fought Blackbeard? That's an awesome story. How did you lose your eye?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, bird pooped in it." I was like, "That? Wait, that's not a good story at all. That's a really stupid story." He's like, "Yeah, well, give me a break, man. That's the first day I had a hook."
What be a pirate's favorite print for clothing?
What?
Argyle! What be a pirate's favorite fast food restaurant?
What?
Arby's! What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
What?
Q.
The great pirate captain is standing on his deck when his first mate comes up and he says, "Captain, there's an English military vessel on the horizon." And the captain says, "Bring me my red shirt." And the first mate says, "Okay." And he runs and he gives him his red shirt, and they have a long, bloody battle, but the pirate ship is victorious. The next day, the first mate comes and says, "Captain, this is bad news. There are 2 English vessels, and I don't know if we can take them." And the captain says, "Bring me my red shirt." And so he goes and gets his red shirt, and he goes and he fights. He fights the 2 vessels. And yet again, after another bloody vessel.
It's not countless, it's just
There's 2.
He countable.
Countless Englishmen upon the 2 vessels.
Several of the pirates could not count, but the captain
Armed
could
to the
count.
teeth.
And he counted the 2 vessels.
Yes.
And yet they won the battle. After another bloody battle, they won.
It's good. You get it because the blood is hidden. It's the Spartans did it too.
Yeah.
Where you didn't see the blood because the shirt was already red.
And that night,
It's clever.
during a feast of celebration that they had survived the attack of the 2 vessels, the first mate said, Captain, you've done such a great job motivating us. You've inspired us to win these battles. And I have to ask, what's with the red shirt?" And the captain says, "Well, the red shirt is, if I wear the red shirt and I get stabbed, the blood, you can't see the blood. It's a way of my crew knowing that I'm going to be with them, that I'm still there, that I can still be strong for them. And that is the motivation that they need to get through the battle." The next day, the entire French armada is on the horizon. And the first mate runs up and he says, Captain, the entire armada is on the horizon." And the captain says, "First mate, bring me my brown pants." Next up, we went to sample one of Chicago's unique hot dogs. By the way, a char-grilled cheddar burger is not healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, Tomlinson Fort.
What's going on? We're here at the Wiener Circle in Chicago. It's late on a Wednesday night. It's like after midnight. One of the only places that you can go after midnight to get a decent Chicago dog. I'm sitting here with the classic Chicago dog, which is a Vienna beef dog. And the most important thing is absolutely no ketchup. In the city of Chicago, don't put ketchup on your hot dog. People will come out of the woodwork and beat you up. But in addition to that, on a Chicago dog, you got pickles. Usually you got raw onions. Occasionally they're grilled. You got tomatoes. And then you got this atomic green relish, which you can see way down there in the bottom. And that stuff's just crazy, but it's classic. That's what goes on here. And then these tiny little peppers, which are, I like it with the peppers. So that's a Chicago dog. Mustard, relish, onions, pickle, tomato, peppers. No ketchup. Don't, and a sesame seed bun. Don't mess up the sesame seed bun. That's equally as important. It's a piece of cultural history from Chicago. You're welcome.
We spent one day in the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry.
This, my young nephews, is an old dentist office. And it scares the crud out of me.
Imagine all the pain you've ever felt happening in your mouth at one time.
By the way, Spitfire, still the coolest name for an airplane ever. So first off, this is a submarine in the bottom of a museum. Second of all, I feel a little bit like Indiana Jones right now in a very cool way.
For our final adventure in Chicago, we took my dance partner Kate out so that she could show us how it's done on the flying trapeze.
Hello nephews, this is Kate. I am Bobby's dance partner, and my latest hobby has been flying trapeze. So we are here in Chicago, and I'm going to do some flying trapeze. The trick that I'm working on right now, which is a new trick for me, so I might mess up, but it's called a cutaway half. And I go up there, I turn around on the bar, and then I do a little flippy thing, but also do a half turn. So there's a lot of pieces, so hopefully it goes well.
Out, turn. Sweet. Toes up. Here we go. Great. Hands, turn. That was better. That was better. You gotta get your head up.
Okay, and next up I'm going to do what is called a back end split, and this is what I'm going to use for the catch time. So I'm going to do a split on the trapeze and be caught by a catcher and then jump off the catcher into the net.
All right, nephews, and anyone else who's watching, that's it for Chicago here. I hope you had a good time. It's a wonderful, beautiful city. It's a lot of fun. And I got you something here, nephews. I got you aviator scarves. Why aviator scarves, you're asking? Well, first off, they're dashing. Second of all, aviators wore scarves because they're silky and comfortable and smooth. And so when they're up there flying, it's freezing cold up there. And so they wear the scarf to keep themselves warm, but it's also smooth and comfortable so they can look around. And that's why I got them for you, because you guys are adventurers and I want you to always treat the world as an adventure. And you're gonna need a scarf so that you can look around at the beautiful world around you. So, I love you guys, and I hope to see you soon.